Stay right there. Stay right there, Steve.
Yes. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hoops and Dreams Live. I am your boy, Hoopstorian. Today, I am excited to be here with you on, what is it, episode 3? Look at us. We're looking a little more legit. We're trying to get, better at this thing and just trying to improve with every episode. But tell you how not legit we are. This is why you don't make tostadas before you start, because you'll get it on your shirt and you'll have to change the shirt that was in the thumbnail. Anyway, I know y'all ain't come here to talk about my Tostada Skills. Y'all came to talk about basketball. And that's what I have too, because finally we have some basketball news, y'all. The NBA released the schedule. And, obviously, as usual, it's all about the chat. So, send in the chat, say what you got to say. I respond, yada, yada. You know the drill. But the NBA now has the opening schedule out. And they've been doing some gimmicky stuff. Some things been moving the internet to the left, some to the right. Some people like it. I'm actually loving every one of the moves so far. But we have finally got our opening today matchup. So today we're going to talk about the NBA schedule, some of the dope games going down, and any of the going down, and any of the news that's going down in the league right now. Let me go ahead and get that nice beverage. Okay, so let's switch on over here, right? So NBA just dropped its new schedule, and this year they dropped it in a couple different pieces. They were leaking for a couple days, shams, woes, shams, but after the drips and the drop, we finally got our opening days, and y'all, let's look at some of the lineups that we got, right off the bat. You've got the 76ers versus the Boston Celtics, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? The reality is I am a 76ers fan, so yes, I'm amped up for this game, man. I mean, let's be honest. The Celtics have improved in the offseason with their pickups. They were a championship caliber team last year, obviously, and when you look at all of the changes that the Sixers have made, man, you can't. There's a lot to like, right? When you've got reinvigorated Harden, you got Maxey coming into his own, and you've got Joel Embiid. Yes, that's exciting, right? And then we've got the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. See, it's hard really projecting those kind of games because it really depends on what Lakers are we going to see, y'all. If it's their best Lakers, then I am excited to see them on the lineup, on the marquee, any night of the week, anywhere in the nation. But if it's what we saw last year, then this is just going to be another dog walk. So, moving on. Knicks, Grizzlies, another dog walk. I mean, they got Jalen Brunson, but all right, word. Moving on. Mavs, Suns, and I'm excited about this one because the Mavs bounced the Suns out of the playoffs, and I said this in my last video. The Suns ain't been right since, right? Right? Like, since Luka put that ta-dow on these boys, have they remotely functioned the right way? Have they been getting along? Now you're starting to see stuff with Aiden because, when you lose, that kind of stuff pops up. So Thursday we've got the Sixers and the Bucks. And good Lord, man, how is it that we're still sleeping on Giannis Antetokounmpo? Every year we talk about who's the best this. I mean, it's like we go out of our way to sort of shave off of that man's greatness. So that's another game where we might be looking at a preview for the Eastern Conference Championship. So, yes, I'm tuning into that one. And Clippers, Lakers, yes, but schizophrenia. Which Lakers are we talking about, right? Are we talking about, Anthony Davis, who is a nightmare for defenses, a LeBron James who's just out there wheeling and dealing, and a Russell Westbrook who finds some way to gel with the rest of the team? If we're seeing that, then this right here could be a Western Conference preview because nowadays y'all forgot about the Clippers. I was about to do the whole thing, but I'm like, how dated is that, right? I don't know. Look, Clippers, Claw. He goes to a place, they win a championship. Sometimes we overthink it. He's gone to this place and they're expecting a championship. So if that's if the Lakers are up to who they could be, man, that's one right there, yeah. All right. Next slate, Celtics, Heat. Rematch. Bad blood. They served the Butler. But Jimmy Butler got beat so bad he had to go and make some changes. He said, I had to get my hair together, man. I had to switch this new look, right? I had to switch it all. Oh, but that's definitely going to be a game. All told, when you look at the way the NBA has decided to start off the season, I'm very interested in the Nuggets versus the Golden State Warriors. I want to get out of here before that one because, you're talking about two of the best teams. And if Jokic is who they say he is, and he gets the proper help, all right, the league should look out. Honestly, league should look out for the Mavs because, we got skinny Luka. He been working out, man. He has not been eating. He's been working out. A lot of dudes took this offseason to try to take it to a next level, and that's why it's a good time to like the NBA. But Sixers, Spurs, that's a dog walk. Oh, Grizzly, Maverick, let's go. Morant and Luka, let's go. Yes. And ending it out with the Clippers versus the Suns. Definitely going to be a good matchup. I want to see I'm really interested to see how Aiden is going to incorporate himself into the offense this year. Right? Like, is last year just an aberration? Right? Is that just the thing that happened and they're able to, push on and things are going to be cool? Right? Or is he going to be in his feelings? Right? As a Sixers fan, I know that a player can just spontaneously get in their feelings. We've seen it happen. So, what are you going to do, Aiden? You going to rise up or you going to fall back? I don't know. That's why I love sports. That's why it's going to be very interesting to do it. Also, though, in the matchups, they dropped our Christmas games. And, the Christmas games, man, that's where it's about. But I don't know. I look at it and I think, I don't know. You guys will see. I look at it and I think, man, there's some teams that could be missing. There are some teams that are probably probably missing. Here, hold on. Let me pull this thing up for you guys. All right, this is the Rivals Week. Well, matter of fact, while we got Rivals Week up, calling audible. Boom. Now we're at Rivals Week. Rivals Week. Look, man. The Sixers fan of me wanted to go there anyway. This was such a good idea. And I've been hearing some people caterwaul online about it. Like, I don't know what to do. And, I can't believe my team. Look, man, you're getting some of the best rivalries. And honestly, in some places where there isn't a rivalry, maybe they're just trying to start one. Maybe they're trying to say, hey, you plus you, get it on. Right? Starting off, you got Boston and Miami. I just mentioned that one. Right? You got the Clippers, Lakers. Right? That's little brother, big brother. Brooklyn, Philadelphia. And to me, that is your rivalry game right there. When you want to talk about bad blood, actual bad beef, right, actual drama, stuff that you don't need ESPN to, punch up or write itself, now we're talking about a game because it's this one right here, right? I mean, how many players have gone back and forth between both of those teams just in last season alone? Ben Simmons told Stephen A. Smith that he's ready to go. And that was heard in Philadelphia. So, yeah, buddy, that game right there, that is the Golden Star one. But you can't sleep on Memphis and Golden State, right? Not only does it go to the playoffs with these cats, but they cannot stay off Twitter about each other. And don't call it a beef. Don't call it a rivalry. They will quickly correct you, yet they are breaking land speed records, sending shout-outs to one another. So I find that to be amazing. It's a non-beef. It's impossible beef. Right? It's a non-beef. Toronto versus Golden State. Now, this one right here just feels dated to me. Denver versus Philadelphia. Even though those teams don't like each other. It's not that they don't like each other. Right? It's just that they're both in direct competition for the thing that each other wants. And I think there's more beef between the fan bases. Right? You stick your pinky toe online and on Reddit, on Twitter, and you see the discussion about these two players, it is some of the most intense Right? People get bans talking about that kind of stuff online. Right? So you also got, I don't know, they keep shoehorning New York. Not to say that New York is not good. Well, yes, New York is not good. New York can be good, right? But does it deserve a perma placement in each and every one of the featured events? Because what's going to happen is it goes against what it is that you're trying to accomplish, right? But yeah, like I said, we got our whole, schedule, right? But I want to do a quick detour because something else kind of happened, right? LeBron James finally signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. 2 years, 97, $0.1 million?
Along with Anthony Davis. And so the Laker organization now, they can have potentially about $20 million in cap space this summer. And then the following year, where really Davis and LeBron James are really the only two under contract based on the current roster, they'd be able to add another max player or split the money up among more players.
Right.
But I think for LeBron James, the timing right now, listen, this is where he wants to be. There's nobody who potentially would have cap space next summer that would interest LeBron James to even look at free agency. And listen,
and that's the part I like, right? Hey, nobody even had the money to afford me, so of course I don't want to go nowhere, right? But all's well that ends well. That's a big shoe to drop in the offseason. What LeBron will do. And now, if your reports are to be believed, the Lakers, in order to get him to sign on the line, they had to bend the knee. They had to make promises that they will do what they had to do to get him some actual help. And that's exactly what Woj was talking about there. I think that for all of his bricks that he gets, LeBron James's player empowerment, the right way, right? Everybody says that LeBron started. No. LeBron tends to play out contracts. LeBron tends to play up and above his contracts. He tends to bring championships. He tends to negotiate with you. I think that it is an unfair criticism or comparison of LeBron James to compare him to what we see out of the Kyrie Irvings and the Ben Simmonses of the world. But all these players get painted with the same brush. And that's why I really wanted to talk about it, because when it comes to title entitlement or empowerment, we tend to be real simple with it. But the reality is it is really, really subjective. All right? All right. LeBron James has managed to stick up every team he's ever played with, and it's still not player entitlement because the man brings the value. The difference between him and Kyrie is he's going to give you all the drama. He's going to want all the responsibility, but he's not going to give you any of the wins on the back end. He's not going to show up to games. LeBron James absolutely is. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about when it comes down to it.
37 years old. He'll be 38 in December. Still at the very top of his game. And with this contract, Malika, now $532 million in career earnings. That surpasses Kevin Durant's guaranteed deal, the most that any player in the league. He's now the highest earning player in the history of the game. His agent, Rich Paul of Clutch Sports, they
$500 million. And that's the note I'm going to leave y'all on tonight. $500 million to your boy LeBron James. That's the way to start the season, y'all. But yeah, what matchups are you most excited about? Which Christmas Day games? Let me know in the comments. Hit us up. And thanks for watching Hoops and Dreams Live, man. I'm really excited about the show. We've got more exciting things coming. Y'all